everyone. Stoked to be here with you today. The question that I get asked a lot is, do you microdose? I do. This is one of my favorite microdosing, the Spirit Bear tincture. It is psilocybin and bear's head mushrooms. Dual extracted in water, alcohol, and glycerin. So bear's head is like lion's mane, but wild lion's mane. So it's really good for the brain. And then psilocybin is also very good for your brain. I microdose. So you're supposed to do 3 days on, 3 days off. Can't say I'm always on it. I'm pretty intuitive about it. I don't do it all the time. So I just kind of like take it when I want it. I find it really helps my anxiety. The first time I did mushrooms, I've only really done it, well, maybe twice, but just went to the center of the universe or center of the earth. Just felt very grounded and rooted in. That was my experience. Everybody has a different experience, and it gives you what you need to experience. So for myself personally, I needed to feel grounded. I needed to feel safe and held and hugged. And I did. I felt like the mushrooms were like all around me and just hugging me and keeping me in a good way. And taking them on a microdose level is sort of like taking that energy on like this tiny little drip. So that's why it's good for my anxiety because everyone's anxiety gets triggered by different reasons, but mine really I can get really fearful and anxious if things are expanding too quickly. Not that, like, I love change, but I hate change. If you feel me, like, I love it, but I hate it. And as a person, if you've known me in my life, I've changed dramatically. Like, I've done so many different things so extremely, and I still do. Like, I do art, I do tarot, I do fashion, I do writing, I do curating, I do outreach work, I like to draw, I am just kind of like to do a lot of things. I find I'm like that. That's kind of part of my person. And each part brings me life and like feeds me and like fills my cup in some area. And so like feeling that mycelial connection between all your parts really speaks to me as a person. I didn't grow up doing a lot of drugs. I'm very straight edge. Like I meditate a lot. I have a spiritual practice and like that is enough. Honestly, mushrooms feel like meditating when you're just like one with the universe. But we're physical and we need comfort. And, if I was completely mindful all the time, sure, maybe I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't need to. But I'm not. And no one is. And it can be a really cool part of your self-care. Microdosing is not dosing at all. Like you're not stoned. Like if you're getting stoned, you're not microdosing, you're dosing. So I take a dropper, but truthfully, people can take half a dropper, they can take a drop, they can take whatever. I'll show you this. I don't mean to just stretch back and just be like, maybe I'll just rudely leave you. I was given this, like one of my friends farmed this organically. It's like this probably 50 magic mushrooms in here. And I was given this because they took they did a trade with me and this was like their thank you, like their tip, It's potent medicine. I find just having it around to meditate with is a lot for me. Like I don't need to necessarily physically take it every day because like I have this this is how I normally take it. I don't usually take it like, because this is like, if I took, like, that would dose me, right? Like that would be, but say I wanted to go to the next level and like make my own tincture for this and like get a deeper relationship with that medicine, then that's what I could use this for. Because when you make your own medicine, it's really cool to make your own medicine. It's very cool, and I will do another video about that, because it is so neat. Because when you're making it, your energy is in it from the get-go, and then to do it magically, you just hold it to your chest and like really like vibe with it every day. So the energy of that medicine knows the energy of your body and like what it needs to put in, what you need balancing and what you need to, you're communicating with the energy of the plant, the medicine of the plant. And like these things work on an energetic level, even if they're not physical. So like I've never been much of a stoner, honestly. Well, it was really late. Like I was totally straight edge for most of my life. But people always thought that I was like pothead, or I'd done mushrooms or acid and DMT or something, or ayahuasca. I've just meditated, I've prayed, and it feels to me like very similar. The energy feels very similar. And I consider taking medicines like you're praying with the plants. I don't take it lightly. It will bring you what you need. So I guess the question would be like, is microdosing for me? Well, I can't answer that for you. If it feels good, then great. And if it doesn't, don't stress about it. It's not right for everyone. And there's nothing enlightened about doing what someone else says will be the right thing for you. Which I know is ironic as a tarot reader to tell you this, because I'm always telling people what I see, but I'm not telling you what I'm seeing so you can just like, oh great, Heidi told me to do this, I'll just check those boxes off now. Please don't do that. I will really not enjoy that, because that's not why I'm here for. I'm here for you getting clarity. Sometimes it's just really validating when someone else looks at your stuff and tells you what they see. It's just really helpful. We work together as a web, and I do find that something that mushrooms bring, because they have like the fruits of the mushroom are into the body, like the organism of the mushroom or the roots. The mycelium is considered the mushroom, and the fruiting body is the mushroom. It's like the apple tree is the tree and the roots, and then the apples are just the fruit. It's the same thing. So mushrooms are like one of the largest organisms, and they're beautiful, and they'll help you connect to all kinds of, like fairy magic, which I think is connected to anxiety, because like fairy magic, fairies don't care. Like they do their own thing and they'll find their way, and they're in harmony with the natural world. I'd love to know what you have to say about this. If anyone is listening in the subscription and you're thinking to yourself, Heidi, I have a question for you, please just DM me. Or if you want to do a really fun collab thing, we could even set it up where you ask me the question. Because that would be fun. And then I guess I have to respond to you, be accountable to you, as opposed to just like getting these questions and telling the void. So that would be fun too. I could also just tell you, oh, this person asked this question or whatever. There's so many ways to do this. So yeah, into talking about this topic more. Would love questions if people have them. And yeah, it's something I can definitely speak to. All right, take care. Hope you're having a beautiful day. And yeah, earth magic, right? Basically, when you're working with plants, it's earth magic. So we'll slow you down. It'll part of the anxiety is a feeling of, for me, things going too fast. So just like it just is like it allows me to gather all my pieces, my thoughts, and like coalesce them together. And so it works for me, and it might work differently for you. It is the same plant, so people tend to be like, if you go through like oh, how do people respond to mushrooms, like on a forum or something, if you're interested, you will get similar themes because you're dealing with everyone's in a relationship with the same plant, um, or fungi. They're in the same organism, so they will. There is a commonality, but then there is a difference because everyone individually is different. So how it responds to you will be unique. So honor your own uniqueness, honor your own journey with it, and um, ask questions. I'm down to answer them all. This is what this feed is for. Take care. Have fun. Bye, everyone.